It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Texans and the Colts on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll have the final two games. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hutchins. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down. Hutchins checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Hutchins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Hutchins. Completes it to Powell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Hutchins. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run with Hines shedding through the defense and able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. A beautiful fake. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hutchins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. To throw on 2nd down, Hutchins. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Off play action. Hutchins. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Hutchins. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Texans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Hutchins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz caught here by Griffin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hutchins. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Hutchins. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. That catch good for only a couple.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hutchins looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hutchins looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard. hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Off the play fake. Hutchins. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Hutchins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hutchins. Powell on the catch. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Hutchins. And that will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. McPherson's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Throwing on 1st down. Hutchins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Hutchins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
There, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hutchins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be a 37-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All day, baby, let's go.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. After the sack on first down, Wentz, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun. Hutchins. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. Wentz. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3.
2nd down and goal. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. About a ½ yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. From the gun on 3rd down. Hutchins fighting through pressure. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. Before tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
It's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Wentz going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Eric Stokes. The 40, the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after here coming up. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hutchins. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 2. From the gun, Hutchins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Carson Wentz and the Colt offense ready to go back to work. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, But I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Second and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Wentz now on first down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Here we go.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that is incomplete here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackling them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So not only do they get the completion and the conversion there on third down, but tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Yeah, they had the first down anyway, had that in their hip pocket, but now with that penalty yardage, that turns out to be a pretty big play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a second and 2. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wentz to throw.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Pass complete to Taylor. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to.